Hello Leos, and welcome to your July 2022 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first cards that came out, Queen of Sword, Knight of Sword. So right away that tells me that at this beginning of the month you have this vision, perception that gives you a great truth, a great understanding, enough to go cut the head of the dragon. Knight of Swords. All of the first row is swords. So mentally very active. Of course, we're still in Gemini season there for a good part of last month, and the beginning just before Cancer here, but I think the Gemini energy probably got to you because of all of that mental clarity that you're getting here, Leo. After that, I have the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And so this would be the Four of Pentacles. This is when we want to feel safe. We don't want to lose, we don't want to risk. And Ten of Cups, it's our capacity to feel from the outside. That's why there's like a family, contrary to the Nine of Cups, who the man is alone on the card, because he is emotionally fulfilled by himself. He transcended all of his emotions. They are on a shelf over his head, and he is content. Ten of Cups, from that contentment place, then we can feel the trees, the neighbors, the love of the universe all around us. When we're in the Four of Pentacles, we're closed like this. We cannot feel that. So things around are much more gray, but it's out of fear of being hurt. And after that, I have the Three of Cups. So we can see that it's a very emotional understanding that you have, or understanding about how you protect yourself emotionally. Under the Queen of Sword and the Knight of Sword, we have the Eight of Sword. And that is a mental prison. Under that, King of Swords. So that's why I was saying, look at all that Gemini energy. Queen of Sword, King of Sword, Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords. You're breaking out of that mental prison of yours. Probably because it probably became super intense at one point. And that's from there you got the understanding. Eight of Swords, it's when we're like in that yes but, and we have arguments that are preventing us from moving forward, from whatever is the next step in our lives. And we feel restrained, we feel we can't do anything. And at the same time, there's a pressure, because when you look at this card, you can see that she's on the shore, and the tide is going to come at one point. She knows that. And if she doesn't free herself from this mental prison, she's gonna drown. Emotion overload. So even if we're trying to protect ourselves, the flow of emotion comes from the inside. And so there's an understanding that you get from that. And so from what you've been holding on and at the same time protecting yourself from, this created Two of Pentacles. Now, look at those waters in the back. The emotions are up and down because we are keeping a pentacle. That means an interface with reality, with its, five senses of how it perceives, sees, feels, touch, attracts, corresponds with this reality. there's like two concepts that don't fit together, two different set of glasses, let's say, okay? And by holding the two of them, we're juggling. We can be very friendly out there, but inside, good luck getting close. That could be a representation of this, okay? And so under that, I have the Fool and the Nine of Swords. So I have a very hard time having faith or actually jumping into something because I'm still holding on to, it can be old pains, old hurts, and things like that. Under our Three of Cups, which would be, you know, this is celebrating life. It's the three graces. It's, look at those three cups, bringing them to the sky. I have Temperance. So here is a card of healing. It's also a card of our deep beliefs, our belief system that is influenced by what we hold on emotionally, okay? If I've been betrayed, I'm going to have the belief system based on betrayal is something that can happen at any time. If I'm not healed from it, I will systematically put it as a possibility in my life because that's my belief. The capacity to rise above it and see the bigger picture. See, that's why it has the sun sign on its forehead. And to brew and heal this will allow me to put things back into perspective from a higher standpoint. And here under that, I have an Ace of Cups to actually allow you to receive a cup. Because the thing is that when we protect ourselves not to be hurt, because we're carrying old pains, and because that is part of our perception, we are also blocking the access of new water. So if I put a cover on my pot, there's nothing new that can come in it. So bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Swords. So because of the big understanding that you have in the beginning of the month, this month is a decision making of what is my truth when it comes to how I feel, what I allow in, my vulnerability, and so on. Let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Leos. And this brings the Cancer energy. We're going from Gemini to Cancer, and this is pretty much it. Okay. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Leos for the month of July 2022. Maybe you're gonna go about emotional security in a different way. Emotional security is not by closing up everything and protecting everything. You know, always checking, oh yeah, that time I was hurt. If I keep looking at it, it won't happen again. Emotional security is when we become more and more grounded emotionally, healed, then nothing can hurt us. Okay, let's look at that Queen of Swords and that Knight of Swords. So it's just a little switch in how we perceive it, Queen of Swords, but it can have a huge impact. Six of Swords. Because maybe this is what is going to allow you to make a decision. And here I have the Seven of Wands, because maybe this Seven of Wands, this is when we're putting boundaries. Very hard to come close, very hard to, because we view others as possible people that can come and try and bring us down the mountain here. Six of Swords, this is when, okay, I'm going to take these, instead of taking my willpower to create this barrier around, don't come too close, I'm all protected. I'm taking my willpower, see that man as a wand, to take my inner feminine and my inner child to calmer waters. So that is turning the page. That is bringing the mental into the heart chakra. Coming into peace with past events, past hurts, past things. All right, I'm turning the page. That's the Six of Swords. Let's look at that Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I think that you are okay. You are getting it. Ace of Swords. On what you need to release, forgive maybe, let go, so that you can open yourself up to receive water, okay? And here I have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's interesting because she's the one that deals with the, you know what, I'm enough. I'm secure. It's root chakra. I don't have to be in the fight or flight or in this unhospitable world. I am comfortable here. I know I'm safe. I'm protected. I have what it takes. She's the one that knows she's supported. Queen of Pentacles. There's something you understand about that. Safety. And we can be talking about, because we have the Ten of Cups with it. So emotional safety. Three of Cups. Oh, okay. That was quick. Six of Pentacles. Balance and equilibrium when it comes to our social network, people around us, celebrating life in a balanced way. I have that little Two of Pentacles that wants to pop his head with the Nine of Wands. Because of course you've been hurt in the past. You've been hurt because things weren't balanced. Maybe your self-worth wasn't balanced. And you had to put boundaries to compensate for that. But here, with the Six of Pentacles at the end, this is, I am understanding now that I don't have to be in the Four of Pentacles. I know my worth, so I can open myself to receive from others without being afraid of losing, being taken advantage of, or something like that, being hurt. Let's look at that Eight of Swords. What is your mental prison? I should have taken that one, huh? Okay. Three of Swords. Yes, you've been hurt in the past and you are still carrying all of this. So I'm gonna, yes, you're holding on, carrying it, holding on your past hurts and disappointments. So, you know, am I going to put myself out there because I remember that time that this happened and this happened and this happened, and I don't want to live that again, so I'm going to protect myself. Maybe you saw how you isolated yourself also from being, because the Ten of Cups, in order to feel the other, that means we need to be open. We have to be vulnerable in a way to let us feel, even if it's the energy of a tree. To feel the energy of the tree, I have to trust that it will not hurt me. Of course, it's easier to trust a tree than to trust the neighbor. So, but ultimately, when you're at a vibration that is much higher and grounded, then you can open yourself without being hurt. Let's look at that King of Sword. With the King of Sword, that tells me King of Sword and Queen of Sword, we're talking about your truth, your story, your self-expression, your integrity. Here is an Ace of Pentacles. And here is the Hangman with the Four of Swords, healing your Three of Swords. Because you're looking at this from a completely different angle. And the Lovers, you're going to be able to actually make a decision about this. It's like if you were able to perceive, to see that extra self-worth, that extra. And this month, you're going to release your old way of perceiving this reality and yourself to harbor the new one. The old one was bringing you anxiety, and the new one will actually allow you to make a leap of faith, to have faith. Have faith that others will treat you fairly, because you will treat you fairly. You see here his wand. It's not used to defend. It is aligned with the sun, with his aspirations, with what he wants to express. Let's look at that Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're juggling your old heartaches and your abandonments. And here is the High Priestess with it. And the Hermit having gone to see the High Priestess. So here I'm not surprised, because this is really juggling between my baggage of what I've went through, which became my reality, Pentacle, Malkut, this reality here, three-dimensional. And the High Priestess, the part of me that is connected with cosmic intelligence, that sees the bigger picture here, that understands. And that's why we have the Queen of Pentacles, that connection all the way to this world, but keeping the knowledge of unconditional abundance within ourselves. She's ruled by Venus. So maybe you're going to be influenced or understand how, you know, something like Lilith or even Venus affected you in your life, how you were expressing its vibration, and this month you're actually going to transcend the wounds it gave you. Okay, there's a beautiful healing here. Let's look at the Fool and the Nine of Swords. Four of Wands. And here I have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. Four of Wands, this is when, yes, finally everything is out there. I'm celebrating. I'm having fun. Because I think you're transcending this guy. Because we know that he is Jupiter in Capricorn. So Capricorn is very good when it comes to, you know, your focus, your discipline, ruling this material world. But here with, you know, all those wounds and these sadnesses, if you believe him when he says that all you see is all there is, then you cannot transcend that and it's very hard to experiment something different. But here, you've got that spiritual notion that came in that was contrary to what you've experienced and the dynamic you've developed in life to protect yourself. And I think you're actually going to be emotionally ready to grasp another cup of love in your life. So to start feeling things more intensely, profoundly, maybe releasing old stuff so that you can receive the new. Yes, you're understanding this guy. Here, sorry. Page of Sword. Here we have the Devil again. And here we have an Ace of Wands. So, this new way of bringing things about. You're making the decision. Here, Page of Sword. What it means ultimately. Okay? And here I have the Seven of Pentacles. Because I think that you're going to choose to allow more water into your life. Allow more emotions. More love, more peace, serenity, following more your intuition for some of you. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. And here I have, yes, the Empress and the Six of Wands. And the Empress, see, it's our divine feminine that has the hand on the faucet of how much we allow in, okay? And again, here we have Venus. So you can look at, you know, your personal chart and what is going on with the planets right now, because pretty sure you're dealing with a strong feminine energy, like I was saying, Pallas Athena, Lilith, Venus. It's all about this readjustment of this feminine energy within yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, because this is all about allowing, and in this case, an acknowledgement and love, water into what you do, allowing yourself to start receiving, because you're actually healing here the abandonment and the suffering. It's beautiful. It might pass through a little harder moment during the month, because for those things to heal, they have to come to the surface. We have to feel them. Choke here. But then we can make the choice to release them, because we will understand and make the choice. Yeah. It's a beautiful healing, Leo. So, healing your feminine, I'm going to call it like that. And by healing the feminine, you're starting to allow more, feel more, and receive more. So, healing the feminine. On this, my beautiful Leos, I'm sending you all my love and light. And thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a description below. There's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. I would never put my phone number or anything like that in the description and in the comment sections. It's not me if you see that. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moons, and this month it's going to be, we just had the new moon in Cancer, so we're going to have the new moon in Leo at the end of the month when it comes to your time, Leo. So I do a little ceremony to give you back. On this Namaste. All my love and light. And I'll see you next month.